Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're all having an amazing week. It's just a very cash Sunday, and I thank you so much for clicking on the thumbnail because there's quite a few Ipsy box unboxing videos out on the internet and YouTube, but this is a little different because if you're a Canadian consumer like I am, and I have been purchasing Ipsy slash BoxyCharm for 3 years, you want to be asking yourselves this very important question. Is the premium dollar of $56.99 Canadian worth the box that you're actually getting? And does it work for the 50 plus face? Well, you're about to find out. Ipsy Extra box. It's just a little bit different box. I mean, I think when I started out BoxyCharm, it was black and white, and then ended up going with the Ipsy box, and then they still had, I think it was the pink box, and now we're back to where it says Ipsy. So with the Ipsy Extra box, you pay the $56.99, and that comes off your credit card. There's no contract, but you basically you get to pick 3 of your items, and then they pick 2 sort of power picks, and that's based on your beauty profile. And guess what I did? The end of January, I completely forgot to pick my 3 items. So this was an exceptionally interesting box because when I realized they were shipping it to me, I hadn't put it on pause, which I thought I did after Christmas. I was like, what are they going to send me? And so we're going to dive into those items right now. But the first item that I want to get into was this one, which I must say I was quite delighted by, and probably would have picked it out as one of my 3 if I had actually remembered to. And it is the LMS. It's the Balancing Lavender Toner, which is a purifying facial toner, which, might I say, is free of alcohol, $42. It has a beautiful but very mild lavender smell to it. And the best part is it's really for combination skin. You can use it as a traditional toner, and you can just take your cotton bud and then you can, take the spray top off. You can dab it and you can wipe it across your face. The best way I like to enjoy it is just a little spritz. Close your eyes, take in that lavender smell. I always find it funny when I'm spraying myself on camera with this product just because I do love LMS. I just think for a UK skincare company, it's the chef's kiss. It is top notch, and it was, like I said, $42 retail. So already we're getting close to the actual price that I paid for this box, which was amazing. The item that we got is another skincare item, and this was the Dew of the Gods. It is the Fila Nitro Caffeine Retinol Ultra Peptide Under Eye Cream. Whew, that was a mouthful. I kind of like the packaging. It's definitely not, biodegradable. It's metal, but it's nice because it keeps, the cream actually inside, and it doesn't get sort of degraded with any sort of sunlight exposure. And this particular Dew of the Gods eye cream is nice because I love an eye cream that actually has caffeine in it, and this has it packed in there. And I totally forgot to check the price on this one, but I'm going to say that it's probably around $30 for Dew of the Gods, but I will definitely leave that down below. I wrote down all the prices and I didn't put that one, but I did already actually just tap it under my eyes. It doesn't have any scent to it, which is really nice. And of course it has retinol in it, and it's good for day and night, and it's got the caffeine. So I just think that's another huge win for this particular box. Okay, so the next 3 items happen to be, and luckily very much so, they happen to be makeup. And I kind of like a box just like this because I like a balance of more makeup than skincare. But like I said, those 2 items for skincare, definitely 2 thumbs up. Here is another one. I have not heard of this brand, Spanish and how it's pronounced. This says it is a lip shader. It is in rose mauve. And I believe this one retails for $18, so that's what it looks like there. And on one side you have the blending brush, which is kind of nice. I actually like that, a little tiny blending brush. And on this side you have the rose mauve liner. So it's like a lip shader, not really a lip liner. So let's give that a shot, because rose mauve is really just right up my alley. And I'm just gonna put it on kind of like I would a lip liner of sorts, because I don't have any lipstick on, and then I'm going to blend it with that brush. I already really like the actual color. I think it's a nice everyday neutral. Rose mauve, not hard to kind of like suit a lot of different complexions. I think it's really pretty. Would I have paid $18 for it? Probably not, because I'm not super familiar with the brand. But you know what? It's a matte finish. It went on really nice. It was soft, but not too soft. And the color was just perfect. So I'm quite happy with that. Okay, the next one is kind of more the controversial item, I feel, because again, it is a brand that I'm not familiar with, but pretty sure that this Crystal Charged Cheek Palette in amber, which is like a gold and warm, is something that I would not have purchased, but it does retail for $38. I do like the packaging and red inside. They said that they basically got rid of the mirror and they got rid of the magnets so that it was completely recyclable packaging, which I kind of appreciate. You do get the 3 sort of diamonds in there. You get this really soft, very pretty sort of coral pink. You get a little bit more pinky nude, which is nice right there, and the coral on top. And then you get the highlighter. Wow, that's quite the highlighter. And that's kind of like in that amber gold. So let's give that a shot, because I don't really have any. I had a little bit of blush. I'm going to actually mix the coral and the pink together, because I kind of feel like that's the, ooh, that's really quite pretty actually. It doesn't take a lot. It seems to be nicely pigmented. That's really pretty. I'm going to just take this golden, amber, golden highlight. I'm going to just touch the nose, just the bridge, and just a little bit right here. Oh, girl, she's pretty. Crazy. That actually is really pretty. Really surprised. That's kind of a nice surprise, because when I saw that, I was just like, wah, wah. I was like, I would never buy that palette. But now I kind of like it, because I don't have a lot of gold highlighters, if you know what I mean. Products reached our value of the box that we paid for, and now we also have this, and the best part is it's all full size. There's no travel or little sample sizes, which I really appreciate. And the last one is this one I'm pretty excited about, because the Makeup Forever HD Skin, it is a smooth, ultra creamy concealer, and it's part of the HD Skin makeup line from Makeup Forever, and I absolutely love their HD foundation. This was given to me in the color 1-3 Neutral. So neutral is good, but when I looked at the color selection, it is actually their lightest. I do not have any concealer on because I wanted to save it. So let's do a little swatcheroo. It's definitely very light. It doesn't have any smell. Okay, that's good. I'm just going to do a little dot. I don't want to do too much, because, you know, less is more when you're in the 50 plus. I do like the little, I was going to say it's a doe foot applicator, but it's not shaped doe foot. It's just basically a sponge applicator tip. And I'm just going to pat that in, and we shall see how ultra creamy. Well, it is ultra creamy. Wow. That took absolutely no effort at all. And then I like to do one just at the corner of the eyes, so that I can kind of just sweep it up, give a little bit of a snatched look. Well, that was literally effortless. You just saw me dot it on my face and apply it with my concealer brush. Let's try this eye. And, you know, I mean, typically, yes, I have eye bags. I don't have a lot of dark discoloration under my eyes, but I certainly have that sort of like gray, blue, veiny kind of look to it. And certainly as I get older, that seems to be more prevalent. So, you know, yay for me. You guys, I mean, even though that is super, super light, I'm kind of loving it. I'm kind of loving it. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, I am going to go out on a limb and just say, like, wow, 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 wow. This is just a puff, but there's no powder. If you know me, if you've seen my videos, you know that I don't use powder, especially anywhere near the eyes, because I don't want to be putting it in the wrinkles. You guys, I'm really loving that. Okay. So you got the full deets, right? The LMS, the lavender toner was $42 US. The crystal charged cheek palette was $38 US. The Dew of the Gods, I didn't look up the price, but because it's Dew of the Gods and it is a caffeine, a retinol under eye cream, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's probably around $30. You have the lip shader. And that one is in the rose mauve. That was $18. And of course, then you have the Makeup Forever HD, the ultra creamy lightweight concealer by Makeup Forever. And that was $32 US. It's like, I swear to you when I say that every time I think about like maybe canceling outright my Ipsy subscription, then they surprise me with a box that I actually really enjoy. And I'm going to obviously wear this concealer throughout the day. I'm waiting for my husband to come back. We're going to Costco for some shopping, and I will let you know if it's fallen into the wrinkles and the crinkles, but I am loving the actual just application of that concealer. Like, that has blown me away, along with that cheek palette, which quite frankly, I really didn't think I was going to like. So the ultimate conclusion to this video is I actually really think that it was worth the $56.99, because I mean, this is something that I would purchase in Canada, in Sephora, and I love LMS, like I said. Never would have purchased that cheek palette, but I'm really glad to have it in my sort of blush inventory. There you have it. That's it. It's not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but I have been on YouTube for 10 years this year. I've, you know, tried and tested them all out. And I still feel like even for the premium price of $56.99 Canadian, that's a nice treat for myself, and I'm really enjoying the products. So thank you, Ipsy, because it could have been just a crazy disaster when I completely forgot to pick my items. I hope you liked the video. If you did, just smash the thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please just hit the subscribe button. It's just been a crazy 2025. And I'm hoping to get back to something a little bit just more on the regular, but it was so cool to hang out with you guys. I hope you have an amazing week next week. Take care. Bye, everybody.